can get a mixture of some of the newly retired, they're about to be retired.
Yeah, it's a great formula, isn't it? It works across the board. And there's pride for the tour players. It certainly don't want to lose to the guys that have retired many years ago. But also a chance to play some of perhaps they're great heroes that.
Which is a real bonus for players coming up to get on court, and you know the likes of Carlos Moya still plays good tennis. I'm sure he plays on the Champions Tour. Would love to be out here. Thomas Johansson, who's training with David Goffin. Seen him hitting balls, and boy, I tell you, that backhand's still in the top 10.
I'm just giving him a few lessons on how to get the ball over the net.
Well, maybe you should listen. It worked for Cilic, for Marin Cilic.
It certainly did. Won him a US Open title. So getting a little bit closer than we might have expected, actually. What a drop shot. Off a return of serve as well. So he's still got the feel and the touch as Goran Ivanisevic. I'm not sure Joe Wilfried-Tsonga was expecting this one.
Yeah, look at that speed up to the ball. Got out in the middle of the racket, which would frustrate him that he missed it.
Just when he was back on serve, just couldn't resist going for the outright winner off the backhand. So that miss brings about first match point for Joe Wilfried-Tsonga for a third place in this competition. Having looked initially a little bit exhausted before coming into this match, he suddenly looks a little bit more energised now. Well played. So Joe Wilfried-Tsonga does take the third place with that win over Goran Ivanisevic. A match played in very good spirits, but he takes it by 10 points to 8, and we'll be back with the final.
Ja, was für eine Leistung. Noch einen großen Applaus an Goran Ivanisevic. Und auch Gratulation zum dritten Platz. Congratulations to third place to Joe Wilfried-Tsonga. Ja, wir werden in Kürze mit den beiden sprechen. Im Moment noch ganz wichtig, der heutige Sieger, der erhält $250.000. Aber auch Sie gewinnen, wenn Sie heute hier bei uns sind, denn jeder, der heute hier ist, bekommt minus 25% auf alle Tickets der Erste Bank Open. Also heute auf jeden Fall noch kaufen, das gilt nur heute. An allen Kassen erhältlich, viel Spaß. Wir freuen uns auf eine richtig tolle Woche mit Weltklasse. Die Weltklasse-Tennis hier bei den Erste Bank Open 500. Und Philipp, du hast jetzt den Turnierdirektor bei dir.
Ja, Thomas Muster, kurzer Ausblick, einmal sportlicher Ausblick Richtung Finale. Andy Murray gegen Dominic Thiem. Wer ist im Moment, du beobachtest die Tour ja auch regelmäßig, wer ist im Moment jetzt für die Stärke einzuschätzen?
Ja, ich meine, der Andy hat eine Saison, die unglaublich gelaufen ist für ihn. Also er ist drauf und dran, eigentlich Nummer 1 der Welt zu werden. So würde ich das einschätzen. Dominik, eine für ihn auch unglaubliche Saison. Würde jetzt trotzdem vielleicht sagen, dass der Andy hier der konstantere Spieler in diesem Jahr war. Das ist ganz klar. Aber jetzt geht es um ganz etwas anderes. Man spielt hier ein Tiebreak und stellen Sie sich als Zuschauer einfach einmal vor. Sie spielen jetzt 10 Punkte, 14 Punkte, 15 Punkte, keine Ahnung. Um 250.000 würde für manche wahrscheinlich das Leben verändern. Also ja, da kann schon die Hand auch für die beiden Herren ein bisschen zittern und vielleicht der eine oder andere so aggressiv gespielt werden, wie das vielleicht bei 15:40 oder 40:15 ist. Ja, also eine interessante Geschichte jetzt und wir schauen es uns jetzt live an. Also das ist für beide auch, glaube ich, ja, ein erhöhter Puls.
Für uns alle. Danke, Thomas. Hier ist das Finale.
And welcome back to
Yeah,
Vienna
we
for the
come back
final.
for the grand
tiebreak
final. And
tens.
before we go to the final, we have all the other 4 players who are not in it. Joe, first of all, congratulations to 3rd place. What a game it was against Goran. How do you feel now having played this tiebreak 10s for the first time? And what are your expectations for the final?
Yeah, it's very funny. I had some fun anyway. It was good to play against all those guys, you know. Tennis is great, and it's going to be great for a long time.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Philip, you got Goran with you.
Yeah, Goran, let's make this quick. It's over.
It was great. Really, I enjoyed every single moment of the court. Tomorrow is going to hurt my body big time, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed it. It was great, and great tennis, great crowd. Thank you for coming and supporting, and wish these 2 guys a good final.
Yes. Thank you, Goran. Thank you very much. This to you guys.
Tommy, how did you enjoy playing the tiebreak 10s for the first time, being back on court in Vienna, and what do you think? Andy or Dominic?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, I like the format. It was great to be back on the court, competing again. You know, it's such a different feeling. I think we all saw, you know, how tight it is out there. You know, a few points here and there can change the whole tiebreak. And I think we're all looking forward to this final right now, and the best player is going to win.
Very diplomatic. Let's hear from Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, even if you don't play on the big courts all the time, big grand finals, tiebreak 10s, it really is a special setup. What do you think of it?
Oh, it's great. You've got to start well. If you don't, you're in a lot of trouble. But it's great fun. I've had a really, really good evening. So thanks to everyone that's come and watched tonight. And I've had a very good night, even though I didn't get the results I wanted.
Great. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, guys.
Well, we hear there from the players who
we heard
won't
it
be
from
taking
those 4.
home.
Thank you very much. And now
$250,000.
we come into the final. Andy Murray versus Dominic Thiem.
So everything same like rounds before, only 2 minutes warm-up. I have racket or logo?
Racket.
Dominic, you want?
I started.
All right, Dominic starts with the serve. 2 minutes warm-up. So please give it up for, on the one side, Andy Murray.
In the toss and choosing to serve, and this is the final showdown of the tiebreak 10s, where the pressure has ramped up. The intensity noticeably got higher after the group stages. As to be said, probably the 2 best players of this tournament so far. So Andy Murray hasn't really been stretched yet, but we know that there's plenty of good form in the tank, and Dominic, the home favourite, so we're expecting something good on.
I think so. I mean, perhaps the best players that started in this event, and both of them unbeaten in their group matches, of course.
Not what
we're looking for. When the opponent about to serve has also got a big lefty, no guarantee you're going to get that break back. Just a difficult serve to read. I think so many players have talked about that over the years. The quick action, tough to time the split step.
Oh, just towards the end of that match against Andy Murray, he had such a great start, but he sort of, I don't know, just went off the boil, didn't he? Started to, I don't know whether it looks to you like he's losing a little bit of confidence out there in that first set tie, or the first tie break we saw. And that reaction is not positive, is it? No, that should give him a lift.
Absolutely, I think that might reinforce your point, because you come out full of adrenaline and have a chance and then realise, there's a lot of people watching and there's expectations, especially for Marcus, who, as you said, is not the same caliber hasn't had the same caliber of achievement as other people in the group.
That's got the big thumbs up. Well, he's trying to play it in good spirits. Go on, they'll take it.
First service.
Oh, that's a stunning volley, isn't it? And what a cleverly constructed point. Took his time on that forehand, got his footwork in the right position, really aggressively into that backhand side of his opponent here, you can see. Almost a late decision to come forward.
Yeah, it was a sneak, wasn't it? And you're absolutely right, it wasn't just the volley, which was exquisite, but just getting the angle on the forehand, realised Willis was not going to put much on the pass. That's taking you back a few years. The quick snap from Goran. So easy when you're playing, returning against lefty, to sort of lean towards the backhand side, expecting it there.
Oh, that's a stunning shot from Marcus Willis, and I felt as if he'd gone into his shell a little bit. Long way back from 6-1 down, but that's a start, isn't it? Gets behind this ball, really gets that racket head through that ball. Oh, that was down in the tiebreak 10 sign. That forehand didn't really get hold of that one.
Yeah, I think the feet to blame there were a little bit anchored in spot, in place. That's what Goran meant by he wants to be shown a little bit of respect. He can't move the old man around too much, can he?
Left, first service.
Yeah, much better point construction from Willis. Obviously allowed to, missing the first serve.
Well, as we keep saying, the mindset was very much going to be going after 2 first serves. He wasn't going to hold back. And did that at Wimbledon, didn't he, against, was it Chris Bailey, was down match point, served an ace second serve.
I remember that one clearly, yes, up the tee.
I think Goran might challenge that.
Mr. Willis is challenging the ball.
He's challenging his own serve, isn't he?
Yeah, umpire called it out, and I think probably a wise challenge from Willis. Needs all the help he can get at this stage. Oh, correct. A little bit too much for him, isn't it?
I think so. It feels to me like he's a little bit overawed by the occasion and perhaps not able to play with a lot of freedom out here. I think he's certainly sensing the pressure and the expectation of trying to entertain this crowd out here.
Absolutely easy to get away from that focus. Someone like Goran's been doing it for years, and I think you know, if you do lose your rhythm, that you know, he's a two player. This is a player it's not easy to get it back against.
So match point to Goran Ivanisevic for a place in the semi-finals. Oh, and that's a forehand from Goran that's only about a couple of inches up the net. He would have enjoyed hitting that one.
Yeah, no bonus for hitting the tiebreak 10 sign. Especially not down there. I wouldn't think that would have phased him too much. 2 serves to come. Resistance from Marcus Willis.
I'm not sure what happened there. Goran got himself into a perfect position, just got a racket to that ball on the return of serve, Marcus Willis, but actually swung at that volley and air-shotted it. He lost it in the lights there. Match point number 3. This is a comeback.
Possibly not as relaxed as he was just a few points ago, Goran. A couple of those backhands looked a little tighter.
He's got 2 service points to come if he can save this match point number 4.
Oh, good serve. That's one change at the off pacer. So getting the width and drawing his opponent into a swing. Goran not timing that one at all. Willis back in this.
Believe it. Well, that's getting his own back. Remember, he had that let called against him early on in the tie-break.
Yeah, he was owed one. Well, he was owed 2, actually, because he just lost out against Andy Murray, and one of those slices he played cross-court that just tipped the tape. And there was some good speed from Goran there, but just too delicately played. What were we at, 9-3?
That's the way to finish it off. And maybe if he hadn't challenged on that previous serve, he might have been able to challenge that one. But relief from Goran Ivanisevic, so he is the runner-up of Group B with that terrific tie-break win over Marcus Willis by 10 points to 8.
That was it for the group stages. Das war es schon für die Gruppenphase. Ja, zunächst einmal auch hier nochmal einen großen Applaus. A big hand for Marcus Willis. Marcus, how was it for you playing against your idol now in the aftermatch?
Yeah, it was good. I didn't enjoy surf too much, but yeah, that's why he was so good. Well, one of the many reasons, eh?
Was it still as good as when you watched it on TV back in the old days?
Probably, yeah. That serve, unless you guess, it's not coming back really. Yeah, tough me out. Too good.
Tough now, yeah. So Goran is already here. He's talking to Thomas.
Yeah, we're having a little talk over here, Goran, Tom, and I. So, what do you want to say to Goran?
Well, I just got to say, well done, mate. Are you 45 yet, or?
25.
30, yeah, 27.
Well, we're same age group, so it's really cool the way he's played, and he's qualified obviously after we've seen all these group matches. And Goran is playing Dominic, quite interesting. So that's a generation fight, and well, now we're in the real battle
against Dominic, yeah.
Yeah, but everything like just starting the semi-finals pretty much, and we're getting closer to the finals, and it's just getting more exciting by the minute.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you, guys.
Well done, Gordon.
Ja, und während wir hier jetzt gerade Andy Murray sehen beim Warm-Up, Andy, you're playing next against Joe Wilfried. So, well, Joe also had some great matches. What are your tactics going to be?
Yeah, I mean, Joe's obviously top player. Has been one of the best players in the world for a long time now. Big star, very athletic, and you know, he takes chances, so it's going to be hard.
Oh yeah, so Joe is also ready over there. And so let's have a look what Joe has to say. We got 45 seconds until we go to the coin toss. Joe, your thoughts against Andy?
Yeah, anyway, it's going to be difficult. He's one of the best at this time, to not say the best one. So, yeah, it's going to be a good match. We'll see.
It's going to be a good match, and we're going to start in 30 seconds with the coin toss. So we got, well, not with the coin toss, but we got 30 seconds to be back on air in the international signal. Ja, meine Damen und Herren, auch noch für Sie eine Info. Wir haben eine Social Wall. Der Hashtag ist wie?
Hashtag Tiebreak10s, macht Sinn. Und Hashtag erste Bank Open. So. Alright.
Alright, so we are back.
We are back here at Tiebreak10s in the Vienna Stadthalle. The group stage is over. In Group A, we have the winner, and please give it up for Dominic Thiem. Runner-up, second place, Joe Wilfried Tsonga.
And third place, unfortunately, we are not going to see him tonight anymore. Tommy Haas.
All right, then we go over to Group B.
Yes, first place in the semifinal, he's going to be Andy Murray.
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
Second place in Group B goes to Goran Ivanisevic.
25 years old from Croatia. And third place, Marcus Willis. Thank you very much.
And this results in the following two semifinals. One of the semifinals will be Dominic Thiem versus Goran Ivanisevic, and next up we will see
Andy Murray against Joe Wilfried Tsonga is going to be our first semifinal.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's play some tennis. Please give it up for Joe Wilfried and Andy.
Everything same like rounds before? Racket logo?
Racket.
Logo.
Serve.
Andy decides to serve. All right, so please give it up for
Well,
Andy
welcome back
Murray.
to the Wiener Stadthalle in
And
Vienna
Joe
for the tiebreak
Wilfried
10s, and we are through to the semi-final stage. Andy Murray against Joe Wilfried Tsonga, and these two have put on many memorable battles in the past, and they've played a couple of big tiebreaks, Annabelle. Going back to the first round in Australia, 2008, 7-6 in the fourth set, and a couple more big ones recently since then. Davis Cup last year at the Queen's Club, 3 sets to Murray, but a 12-10 second set tiebreak. And more recently, Wimbledon this year, that first set, a mammoth first set, 7-6, went Murray's way. You felt it was decisive in that match, a 12-10 win too. So they've played some big tiebreaks, but you always feel that Joe Wilfried Tsonga dangerous in a short format like this tiebreak 10s.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, enormous respect for each other out here today. But of course, Murray has the head-to-head record 13-2. And as you mentioned, their last meeting in that quarterfinals of Wimbledon, you have to go back to 2014 for when Tsonga beat him in Canada. But as you say, in a tiebreak formula, just this sort of one tiebreak penalty shootout, quick-fire tennis. I mean, it really could go either way. But I mean, both of them have shown some fairly decent form, but Murray, I have to say, has been in almost unplayable form recently, hasn't he?
The recent form has been phenomenal, and over the last sort of probably the best player in the world, points-wise, by far and away. But this is all new, this is quick, this is tie-break 10s. What will these two produce for us?
Well, that's been corrected by the line judge himself.
For me, it's also on the line. For me, it's also on the line.
Confirmed by the umpire.
We played a point.
I think Andy Murray agrees with that.
Well, it's interesting because they only have the one challenge, so they want to use it wisely. And Andy's wondering, I guess the very least he knows he can get a let and a first serve, which still leaves him as favourite.
That's just not what he wanted, having what he thought was got the first point under his belt. Now thrown across a double fault right there.
So, someone like Andy Murray, so much of his game is about wearing his opponents down. You don't get as long to do that in this format. It makes him possibly a little more vulnerable. On the other hand, he's also capable of breaking just about at will. Beautiful touch. How many times, how much, they're playing for a nice pot today, but how much money has that shot earned it over time?
Oh my goodness, when his career is said and done, we will look back on this particular shot, the lob, one of the greatest we've ever seen.